The name of our app is Nanofighters, and basically what our app does is it gives information on nanotechnology and cancer all around the world to different professionals, whoever just wants to know more. We have economic, global trends data, but mine was body systems. Let me tell you more about my tab. So my tab helps the user understand what areas of cancer applying nanotechnology are the most studied in the world right now. So this is important because if someone is trying to advance or make further discoveries in the field of nanotechnology and cancer, my tab will let them know what parts of the body are more mainstream and more researched than others, therefore providing easy and interactive access to researchers and people who are trying to develop the field of nanotech and medicine. I chose the components that I did because I had a vision on how to make this data interactive. I wanted to add a large image of a body and allow the user to pick what areas they wanted more information on. So as you can see, that's what I did. You pick the brain, it tells you brain cancer, glioma, 21% is researched. You go down, skin, 7% is researched. You go down, lung, 13% is research, and so forth. So I just wanted to make it as interactive and attractive as possible, so I chose this topic. Do we have global variables? Yes. The data we chose is changing every year. We tried using the most updated data. However, as time goes by, we have to update it. So we still chose to do it because it's a problem that has a simple solution. So now let's go talk about my tab. So we're going to talk about the code right now. So as you can see, we have to assign the variables first. That's what we did right here. Like just so that when we use them later, they know who, like the app knows what we're talking about. So as you can see, first we have to load all the images and CSV files. So we use the read table function so that the app can properly read the text in the app. So that's what we did right here. No, not right there, right here. Load everything with read table. Because it's a CSV file, then set it equal to what it is. So we have to do callback functions, and I'm gonna take y'all there. It's a function. So but first, so the callback function is gonna be, it's gonna click in the checkbox out. It's gonna turn the visibility off and off of image. So regarding the relative cancer type, but initially they're all hidden, so they all have to be off. So all the images are turned off at the beginning, so you can't see anything. And here we show that they're all off. As you can see, they all equal to off because it's a checkbox, like a switch. So now we're gonna go to the first brain. So the first callback is called the brain box, and it's right here. So let's break that down. So the code function name is brainbox value change, and it's an app and an event. So the app is a GUI application instance, and the event is the event data associated with the checkbox value change. So as we go down, so the value is the app brainbox. So we have to get the current value of the checkbox. So that retrieves and stores the variable value. So the value is true if the checkbox is checked and false if unchecked. So let's continue. So we have to uncheck other checkboxes, right? So that's what we do right there. So we ensure that all checkboxes are unchecked to enforce the exclusive selection. That's what we all equal them to false. So if the checkbox is true, that's what we use the if function. If the brain box is checked, it sets the visibility of the associated image label to on. It also hides the images and labels associated with other checkboxes. That's what this is doing, on, and off. So that's basically what this does. And then else, if it's off, so that's what we do. If it's unchecked, it sets the visibility of the associated image label to off. That's why we have the if-else function. So in summary, this code defines a callback function for a MATLAB GUI that responds to changes in the brainbox checkbox. So depending on whether the checkbox is checked or unchecked, it controls the visibility of associated images and labels while ensuring that other checkboxes are unchecked. So this helps create a user interface where only one checkbox content is displayed at a time. I basically just repeated that same process for all of these, and I did it for like each of the different components. So it was basically a copy and paste, but you have to change it so that it chooses the checkbox. But I think it's an effective method, and I think it looks pretty nice. So, but yeah, as you can see, reproductive. So we set everything else equal to false, then we set it to on. Same thing for the skin. Everything equals on right here, and then everything off. And it follows this pattern because it's from head to toes. So that's why it follows this specific order. But yeah, that was my part in the app. Yeah.